Hey, this is Chris from GEARGODS, and we are here at Backroom Recording and Rehearsal Studios in order to take a look at the Orange Dual Dark Amplifier. It is a 100 watt or a 50 watt amplifier. We have the 100 watt version, EL34 power tubes, and it is a dual channel amplifier. It has the name Dark in the title because channel B of the amplifier is set up to be a very similar preamp channel to Orange's existing Dark Terror. And it is the slightly more aggressive channel of the two, but either channel can go from full clean to full distortion. So channel A it's a new channel voicing for Orange, but it's definitely in the ballpark of amplifiers like Orange's Rocket Verb 100. So even though they both have very similar amounts of gain with 4 preamp stages, I found that channel A is a little bit warmer and fuller, not quite as sharp. So if you're playing in a more metal context, you might want to stick with channel B as your distortion. If you're playing in a more rock context, you might want to go with channel A, but you can really do it however you want. Or you can use channel A as an overdrive and B as a full distortion and have a separate amplifier for clean, or however you want. As far as the controls on them, they actually can sound fairly similar if you dial it in right. I have them both set to a similar amount of gain right now. But you'll notice that channel A has a full EQ selection. So you have a treble knob, mid-range knob, bass knob. Channel B just has the one shape knob. So, you know, put it to the left, it's darker, to the right, it's brighter. On top of that, there is a attenuation knob. So if you're recording in a context where volume is an issue, or if you're playing at a small venue where you can't crank the amp as much as you would like to get full power amp distortion, you can turn the attenuation knob up and really hit the power tubes hard while keeping the volume a little bit more reasonable. On top of that, there's also a full power and half power selection, so you can bring it down even more if you need to. On the back of the amplifier, there is a effects loop, which is series, and then there's a channel switch, which takes a 1/4 inch input, and then the outputs for the speaker cabinet are 16 ohms and 8 ohms. That's actually pretty much the only knock that I have against the amp, is there's no dedicated 4 ohm output. You know, for a lot of people, it's not an issue, and most 4 ohm cabs also go to 16, but you might find the occasional situation where I did, where your amplifier is 4 ohms only, so just keep that in mind. We're running it through a Mesa Boogie rectifier cab, but it has greenback speakers in there, 25 watts, and we're miking it up with a Royer R121 and a Sennheiser MD421. So now let's check out how it sounds. I have it set to high gain first. The treble and the bass knobs are just below 12 o'clock on channel A, and the mid-range knob is just above 12. Gain is also right at around 12 o'clock also. And I'm using lace Lumitones as the pickups in this guitar. Now we're going to switch it to channel B. Like I said, I have them dialed in pretty similar, but you'll notice that channel B is a little bit brighter, a little bit more cutting. So now we're going to take a look at the overdrive channels. I'm going to start with channel A again. I have the EQ pretty similar, but I made them both a little brighter. The middle and bass knob on channel A are the same, but I have channel A set to just above 12 o'clock, and I have the attenuation at about 9 o'clock. Now we've switched it over to channel B. This channel as well, I also just made a little bit brighter. We're still actually just below 12 o'clock on channel B because I find the channel is slightly brighter. And I still also have the attenuation knob at the same place around 9 o'clock. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the clean channels. So here is channel A. And now we're taking a look at channel B. I also have this set a little brighter than I was doing even on the overdrive. I have it, the shape knob is still a little bit above 12. So that is the Orange Dual Dark Amplifier. It's not out yet, but it should be out shortly. And thanks to the guys from Backroom Recording Studios and Rehearsal Studios for letting us do this demonstration video here for you.